Hi everyone, welcome to Faith and Yoga at St. Bartholomew's. I'm Dixie. I'm here with my husband Fred, Aaron Porter, and Glenn Gobrecht. Glenn, would you please make the vibration sound of the gong? Everyone feel the vibration. Thank you, Glenn. What a great way to start. Well, here we are in the month of February already. There for a little while it seemed like January would never pick up its pace, but it certainly did. So I'm focusing on winter today. Winter because it's a snowy day today while we're filming this. And the Winter Olympics are coming up, and it's simply winter outside, friends. So I'd like you to get comfortable on your mat. And if you need to grab a blanket, if it's chilly where you are, you may do that. It's a little chilly here, not too bad, but make yourself comfortable and just let yourself either lie back or come to a very comfortable position for you. I found a Celtic reading in a blog that I follow, simply entitled Winter. So I'd like you to kind of just get comfortable, just check in with yourself, relax your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Take a deep breath in and release it, breathe out, and let your ears listen to this. Soften your eyes. Winter. A thousand ways the winds blow hard. Stay, soul, just stay on Jesus. Let the winds hurry on. Let the worry blow away. In the still, you'll know His will. Breathe slow. Stay anchored in His love, so no storm can sting. No wind can move you. Stay, soul, stay on God. Feel the weight of His love, the gravity of His goodness. Let the closeness of God weigh you down in the blasting storm, so you simply stay unmoved. Stay the mind of God, and there is no storm in the world that can move you from the peace of God. Taking just a moment here to resonate on those words, the peace of God and stillness, and this winter season that we're all sharing around here in this area where we live. And taking a moment to breathe in deep and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And letting yourself once again check in, checking in with your neck, your shoulders, your midsection, having things relaxed as we start for this session of yoga. The Bible verse that I've chosen is from Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Another reading here. This is from a Heirloom Gardener blog that I read. Plants and animals don't fight the winter. They don't pretend it's not happening and attempt to carry on living the same lives that they lived in the summer. They prepare, they adapt, they perform extraordinary acts of metamorphosis to get them through the season. And I'm sure if you think of some ideas in your mind of how you prepare and liken it to what you see the animals doing, it is a change. It's a change that we all see. There's a change in our skin, even in our eyes. Our eyes are drier, and our health and how we feel during the winter season. Some people tend to gain a little more weight in the wintertime. Some people don't, and some people, their mental attitude might change in the wintertime. Some people absolutely love winter, and other people can hardly bear to get through it. So finding that peace of God through this winter season is what I believe will help us through. And you know how I always like that word connect, and connecting a practice of yoga in this time will also help a lot. So that being said, I want to share with you something else I've been working on, and it's called the Yoga Chakra. And this is a book that when Fred and I were doing our yoga training with Carrie and Dave, that Carrie recommended. Now, I can't really say that this is a fully based Christian book, but it's another idea of yoga that helps us in our practice. And what I want to share with you today is the meaning of the sixth chakra, which they call the third eye. So if you're wearing glasses, take your glasses off. I'm going to take mine off, but I'm going to keep them on just for now. And as we age, our muscles weaken. It happens to everyone. And even those muscles that help move your eyes around, you don't think of them as weakening because, you know, you're always looking at something. But they, like with other muscles, weaken with time. So there are ways that we can use our eyes and exercise them. And a lot of times I do little things here, but this is going to be a little more of a set number of times to do things. So we're going to sit in a comfortable position. Keep your head and neck as relaxed as possible. And find a fixed point for your gaze straight in front of you. And this will be your central focal point. Gently move your eyes up and down 10 times. The motion should be very slow, smooth, and calm, without moving the head or the neck. Continue looking through your eyes as you move them, but let the contents of what you see pass by like scenery when you're driving in a car, without attachment. Keep your gaze steady. So that means that if you see something happening other than a point of someone being in danger, just let it happen. Just let it go. So we're going to move our eyes up and down 10 times. So you're going to do it in your own pace. Find your focus and look up and down. Next, we're going to move your eyes slowly from side to side, level with the horizon, and you repeat it 10 times. Let your gaze be steady, but dispassionate once again, not worrying about what you see, observing from a neutral mind. And it also says you should be able to move your eyes farther in each direction and more easily every time you practice this. So here we go, friends, side to side. Ready? Next, take your gaze from the upper right to the lower left 5 times. Then from the upper left to the lower right 5 times. Take your gaze from the upper right to the lower left 5 times. And then from the upper left to the lower left to the lower right 5 times. So we're ready? Here we go. Right. And then finally, imagine a large circle around the field of your view. Move your eyes gently and slowly around the complete circle 5 times without moving your head. Rest for a few seconds, then repeat the circle 5 times in the other direction. Allow the movements to be slow and effortless. And remember, we're not making the circle with our nose. This is not an exercise. We're doing it with our eyes. So our head is supposed to stay still. So in your own time, 5 circles. Rest for a few moments. Now the other direction. And once again, just let your eyes rest for a few moments. And while you're resting, the benefits of doing this can actually improve your vision. It can help develop concentration, calm your mind, and help improve your focus. So even if you just do a few of these on a daily basis, you're going to benefit from it. And this may be one of my favorite ones, where once again, we'll take our glasses off and have our hands together, and rub your hands together till you get some warmth going here. And then when you feel ready, cup your hands over your eyes and just take the warmth in. And just slowly let it come down. This idea of the third eye and the sixth chakra has to do with intuition, where you have a feeling, or you might know that something is going to happen, and some of it can be argued as probability. This is what happened before, this is most likely what's going to happen. But this third chakra is right here on your forehead. So if you take 2 fingers and just massage this area too, there is a gland there. It's called the pineal gland, P-I-N-E-A-L, pineal gland. And that it's in your brain, of course, and it has a lot to do with different hormones and how they affect your body. And you can stop rubbing that now. But it's something that you want to improve your intuition and improve knowing about this gland. And just like a body needs to drink water, this pineal gland, and a body needs light to drink in light. And in the wintertime, a lot of us don't get the natural light that we normally would get in the summertime, in the fall, and the spring. So something you should try and do is just to get in some natural light and let yourself just take that light in, even if it's only for a few minutes, because that light is like a vitamin. And you probably all know about vitamin D, and coming from sunlight. But that pineal gland needs light to help things stay balanced and work. So that's just an easy ABC of what we can do to make ourselves a little healthier, make winter a little easier on ourselves, and connect through some spiritual use, some practical use of moving the eyes, massaging this area, drinking in light, and some yoga to help our mood and our energy and our muscles make it through another winter season. So I'm going to ask Fred to come up. He's going to get us started with some breathing exercises and some movement today. And I'm going to go by the wayside, so give us a moment here to trade places.
This morning we're going to start out in an easy seated position, and I know that for some of you this may be difficult to cross your legs like this, so if you have a problem doing it that way, you simply leave your legs out in front of you and you don't have to crisscross them really back and forth. We're going to start out, we're going to raise our arms up and inhale. We're going going to take a gentle bend to the left and exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gentle bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Twist to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Gentle bend, gentle twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Slight back bend. And exhale. Food. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Inhale. Gentle bend to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Gentle bend to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Gentle twist to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Slight back bend and exhale forward. Inhale, back to center. Gentle bend to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Gentle bend to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Twist to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Slight back bend. And exhale forward. Inhale, back to center. And let's bring those hands to heart center. Thank you.
Thanks, Fred. That's a nice way to get the breathing and get started with the practice, with the warm-up. The positions we're going to be using today, a lot of them are to benefit the third eye, so a lot of them are going to be inversion positions, meaning that they're going to be bent over. So if you'll meet me standing up, and we'll get started. Let's start with one lap of an intentional walk around the mat. Remember to go slow and thinking about the peace of God. Nice, slow, intentional walk. Meeting here in the center of your mat, giving yourself just a little shake. If there's anything that's not quite right, shake out. And we're going to do this warm-up that we like to do, the swinging from side to side, just to get us body warmed up and started. Got our breathing in, a little bit of meditation. Keep moving. And if you feel you want to go faster, please do. Kind of reminds me of swirling snow blowing off a roof. If you can imagine that, the imagery of moving like this. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. And if you are going fast, you can come back to a more moderate movement. And then bring that moderate movement a little slower, a little slower, coming to stillness. Okay, and once once again, let yourself have a little shake. This is one of the moves that was in the yoga chakra book for the sixth chakra, which is the third eye, which I was telling you about. And it's part of the mountain pose. So you want to stand with feet about hip distance apart. And we've done this before. You want to come up to mountain position. So for right now, put your hands to heart center. Take a breath in and out. And extend your arms up. Let your hands come together with your index fingers staying together and interlacing the rest. We used to call this Charlie Angel fingers here. And we want to pretend that we have a laser beam here, and we're first going to take it back as far as is comfortable for you, taking it back, drawing that laser beam back across, holding for just a minute and let yourself rock a little bit from side to side. And then come to stillness. And then you want to slowly bring that laser beam across the ceiling with a focal point that you're watching it go directly overhead. Taking it across the ceiling and then down the wall, following it with your gaze, bringing it, the beam meets the floor, bringing it down through the floor, coming towards you, and letting yourself go forward like in a forward fold with your beam here, bringing it all the way down, having it between your feet now, letting your head hang heavy. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Taking a breath in here and out. And then slowly bringing that laser beam with your index fingers back across the floor. Aiming it straight ahead, keeping your focus on it. Letting it go up that back wall after it comes up off the floor till it meets the ceiling. And then back over where we started. And holding here again. And as much as you're comfortable doing a back bend with this. And then you can put your hands together. Inhale and bring your hands to heart center and tuck your chin. And let your hands down by your side and give them a little shake. We're going to move on to our dristi, which is our focus that we were working on with our eyes also with our trees. So you can take a step off the mat. Once again, find your comfortable stance position. And we're going to bring hands to heart center. You have your focal point. Come up on the toes of your right foot, turning the leg out, and then finding your favorite position as long as it's not on your knee. And holding it steady there. Good job. When you feel ready, let your hands go. And once again, a little imagery here. That snow-covered tree is one of the most beautiful things. And then your hands come back to heart center, and your hand down. And once again, a little spin to loosen everything back up again. Getting strong in that right foot. Hands to heart center. Finding that dristi again, your focal point. Coming up on the toes of your left foot. Turning that left leg out. Come to your most comfortable position. Good job. And when you're ready, let your tree filled with snow open up. Good job. Hands come back to heart center. Let your foot down and give it a little. Good. Okay, so now you can step back on your mat again. We're going to do a little more of the exercising. We're going to bend with our knees, and as we bend, we're going to come down like we're skiing in the Olympics. Swish up and down. Whoosh. Inhale up. Swish down. 10 more of these, that's 1. And then coming back to a pause here, hands to heart center. And letting yourself have a little movement to get back out of that. Good. Yep, Fred's really shaking like. Okay, so we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So take your feet apart. So they're about 2 to 3 feet apart, depending on your stance here. And just let yourself come forward at the waist. Let your hands follow the contour of your legs down and let that head hang heavy. Once again, the purpose of this is to get blood to that brain, to the pineal gland. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And then you can allow yourself to come back up again slowly so you don't get dizzy. Hands come to heart center. Let your hands come out, up and over. Let those fingers spread wide. Gaze looks up for what we're calling today snowflake pose. Bring your hands back to heart center again. Take a breath in and out. And once again, we're going to bend with a forward fold. Hands going down the front of our legs, head hanging heavy. Shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. Maybe you come down a little further this time. And letting yourself come back up again. Hands come to heart center. Taking a breath in and out. When you're ready, that snowflake again. Bring your hands back again. Hands come to heart center. Breath in and out. And one more time with a bend down, forward fold. Shaking that head yes and no. And slowly letting yourself come back up again. Bringing your hands to heart center. Taking a breath in and out. And one more time. Gaze looks up, fingers are spread wide. Good job. Bring your hands together. We're going to take a step back to the back of our mat. Downward dog is another one of the third eye chakras. So when you feel ready, give a little bend of your knees. Hands come out front for down dog. Hips are high. And let yourself rock back and forth here. Letting that left leg cross over with a little bit of a stretch here. And back over. Once again, crossing over the other side. And back. Let yourself hold and feel the strength of this down dog. When you feel that you're ready, you can let your knees come to the mat. Let your toes come together. And let yourself go back into a child's pose. Once again, the extended child pose with the hands out in front is yet another pose for the third eye. And if you'd like, you can put your head on the mat. From child's pose, let yourself come to tabletop position. So we did our tree, we did our mountain, we've got our cat and cows to do. So we have our most important poses for our spine together. So when you feel ready, take an inhale, and let your belly drop and gaze looks up. As you exhale, pull that belly button into your spine, round up. Inhale, belly drops. Gaze looks up. Exhale, pull that navel into your spine. And then do 3 more in your own time here.